I welcome all reports tabled and this debate today. Equality between men and women is recognised as a principle in international law, articulated by the United Nations from the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights onwards. Yet, over 70 years later, in too many ways, women are still not equal to men and are facing the same problems of generations gone. Nowhere is this clearer than the domestic violence and the threat of sexual violence that women and girls still face. In the United Kingdom, I think there's been tremendous progress has been made, such as the marital rape being legislated against with the Sexual Offences Act 2003. But legislating to criminalise gender-based violence is not enough. We need societal, attitudinal change. That is why I fully support the Istanbul Convention, as it obliges signatories to encourage members of society, especially men and boys, to contribute actively in preventing all forms of violence against women and girls. And I'm proud to see the United Kingdom has ratified the Convention last year. Nevertheless, we must never rest, and we must continue to act to protect women and girls in every way. And as the Istanbul Convention states, we need to educate and inform boys and girls of all ages, ethnicities, nationalities, that violence against the female sex will never be tolerated. We cannot just continue to advise our daughters on how to act to avoid detention. This will never dissuade men to act badly. Instead, we must equally focus on efforts to ensure that our sons, brothers, fathers and all males respect women and understand the importance of treating everyone with respect and dignity. Men and boys are crucial partners in safeguarding women's rights. Gender-based violence is rooted in gender inequality. We can clearly see the correlation between women's rights in a country and its levels of violence and domestic abuse. Women around the world should be empowered to live their lives without concern about the basic freedoms, wearing what they choose, including whether they cover their heads or not. And I take this opportunity to salute the brave Iranian women and their men for standing up against the tyranny of their own government. Living a life of freedom also includes choosing who you marry. Forced marriage is a human rights violation, and we must stamp it out where it exists. I can conclude by urging all nations in the Council of Europe to send a clear message to the whole world that women's and girls' rights are human rights and must be protected.